Shalom, family, and how you doing? This is Shawnee and Jada, and we want to come and talk to you for a quick moment. We know we haven't been live lately. It's been a while since we've been live, but we have had some things going on in our family that it was more important for us to take care of matters in our family, and I am still dealing with matters in my family. Although Jada has some exciting news, she has a house now. Congratulations to you, Jada.
Thank you so much, sister. I appreciate it. Hey, family. Hey, Hebrew family. Shalom.
The reason why Jada and I we want to take this time out and we wanted to go live because there's something that we want to talk to each and every one of you guys about. And although you may not watch the video now, you might watch it later on. Jada, how you like that new background?
I love the background. It's beautiful. I love
Yeah,
it. Color.
me too. Me too, girl. We're undergoing some changes here. But
Change
the
is
thing,
good.
yeah, change is good. But the thing that Jada and I want to come and we want to talk to you guys about is because all of a sudden in the I'm going to say the Negro American community, all of a sudden there's a push now. You see all these bloggers talking about being prepared and storing up food and blase blase. And I was sitting there and I was watching because Kwame Brown was alive. And they were talking about being prepared and prepping and about the CDC website and different things that are going on. And I said to myself, wait a minute, we've been talking about this for years now. And then I posted in the comment section, I said, y'all late to the game because the Hebrew Israelite community been talking about this for years now. And we've been trying to warn you. What do you think about that, Jada?
I concur. I agree because a lot of times when we are portrayed as people who don't know anything, people who are like, oh, what they Hebrew Israelites, they be screaming on the corner and cussing. But if they did some history about what a Hebrew Israelite, or if they would read their word, they would understand who we are as a people, as a group. And we've been talking about this for a long time because we understand what's before us, especially dealing with our oppressor, us as a group, us as a people. This is nothing new, like the scripture does say, there's nothing new under the sun.
Exactly. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're correct. You've been definitely talking from the time that I've known you for years. Definitely on Facebook, your posts, and on Instagram, very important information. And, it's rare that you have someone that actually reads the information and actually goes and does the research. It's very important. And a lot of people, they'll go past by it, or they're not paying attention. All we're about as a group of people is having fun and spending money with our oppressor
And
and making
twerking,
him
out there twerking.
twerking.
Out
Yeah,
there
definitely.
twerking and hitting the nightclubs. And it's all about you, 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 you.
Yep, and smoking and freaking and doing all type of abomination. But it's just a situation where now it's coming to a head like a pimple, and they're like, wait a minute. Everyone is looking around like, oh, now this is going on. Now that, oh, now things are going crazy worldwide. Now all of a sudden your attention is starting to veer to the left, like, oh man, okay, this is going on in Africa, this is going on in Ethiopia, this is going on in Zambia, this is going on in Namibia. That's been going on. Where have you been? Partying.
Exactly. Now, see, Jada, this is the thing. I know I've been posting it. I know other people have been posting it. I've
Hmm.
been posting events that's been going on around the world and about preparedness. And you know what, sis? I want to touch on something that you talked about that is so important because you spoke about, our people, our community. You're out here doing this, that, and the other, and it's all about you, 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 right?
Definitely.
But at the same time, our community is not paying attention to what's going on. Let's just keep it real. The Mazulus, the colonizers, they've been out there in them woods running drills with their children.
Yes.
They've been out there on them lakes and in them woods teaching their children how to fish. They've been
Yes.
out there in them woods teaching their children how to hunt. They've been out there in the woods building shelters.
Yes.
They've
And
been out there
underground
in
bunker.
that had underground bunkers and root cellars. Am I lying, Jada?
No, and it's true.
We done
It's just,
seen the videos.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, you got 6-year-old girls, you got these Caucasians, and they're teaching their 6-year-old children, even 5-year-old children, how to shoot AR-15
Exactly.
and Glocks and all this type of thing. And
Now,
we're just in la la land.
now, Jada, let's talk about something. Because you and I spoke about this the other day, right? What happened, Jada? I sent you a video last week, right? Or was it the week before last? I sent the video to you about the Mazzulu prepper.
Oh yes, that was 3 weeks ago.
Okay, that was
And
3 weeks ago. Wait a minute, hold on,
mhm.
hold on, don't jump ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, I sent the video to you, right? And you watched the video, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, now what happened, Jada? You tell them. You tell them your husband works for. Don't say what it is. Don't say where your husband work at. But your husband happens to work in automotive parts, right?
Yes.
All right. Now,
Yes.
sis, explain to them the video that I sent to you about the colonizer prepper. And in
Okay.
the video, he was telling the colonizing community to go and do this and that and this and that and get it done. And watch what Jada says. Watch the effect that it had on that colonizing community. Go ahead, Jada, and share with them what happened.
Okay, 3 weeks ago, Shoni had sent me a video, and it was about this Caucasian person who was prepping their community and letting them know to get certain things, like making sure their car is in order, and to make sure if you are going to get a car, don't get a brand new car, get a used car. Make sure you have food, make sure you have water, make sure you have just certain things that you need just in case if things get crazy here in America. Long story short, my husband, he delivers car parts. He has been swamped ever since that video. This gentleman, he has been swamped. He has not been getting home. I would say it depends. It's been so bad for him. He's been getting home between the hours of 6:30 and 8 o'clock. Last week he came home 7:30, 7, and I'm calling him, and he was like, my runs have been so heavy with auto parts. And I'm like,
Delivering. Hold on, Jada. Excuse me. Delivering auto parts, right, Jada?
yeah, yes,
Okay.
delivering, yes, definitely delivering auto parts. And I'm like, what? It was so bad that he has to split his run. And I'm like, this is crazy. So here we are not doing what we're supposed to do,
No, we're
making sure,
not doing what we're not supposed to do. We're not paying attention to what's
right,
going on because this man is a serious prepper in the
right,
prepping community. He spoke on a less than an hour video
mhm,
giving other colonizers information on what to do, and all of a sudden there was a overflow of colonizers bringing their cars in and getting them fixed to the point that Jada's husband, our brother Dreadlock Will, he had to work late. He
yeah.
even brought home his truck one night, didn't he, Jada?
Yeah, he's been bringing. Yeah, I mean, and it's been a little rough. You know what I'm saying? It's been a little rough when it comes to that because we're so used to him coming, between 5:30, 6 o'clock the latest. But when you're stepping in the door between 7:30, 8 o'clock, and you're like, okay, where's my spouse at? And
Mm-hmm.
man, he was like, I didn't even finish my run. I was like, what? He was like, nah, I didn't even finish it because it's that bad. So somebody's paying attention, but it's not people of color. I'm just gonna put it out there. Sorry.
Exactly. Now let's talk about something else. I want you guys that are listening to this video, when I get done with this video, I want y'all to go up on the internet and I want y'all to put in Task Force 45 and watch and see what comes up. Now, I'm going to say this. Jada, I called you and I told you about it. It was about 2 weeks ago, I believe it was. It was between 3:54 and 3:56 in the morning. I
Oh,
was I was doing some videos, and all of a sudden my TV said boom, boom, boom. This is an emergency broadcast, right? And then it
yeah,
said boom like that, and then it said, and then something crazy happened. It said right, pause, doop, left, pause, doop, and then it said zoop, sonic waves. And then I said, oh my goodness, this is some real Manchurian Candidate movie going on right here. And it
Yeah.
disturbed me so much that I wrote a post about it on YouTube, on Facebook. I posted it up on Facebook. What was going on? Now, let me tell you this. I told you Task Force 45. This is a branch of the military that came out of nowhere. Came out of nowhere. And do you know who? The crazy man, the enemy of the state that's in the White House, he plans on launching these people onto the American public, which is a direct violation of the United States Constitution. And I warned the black community, you better go up on Amazon. I don't care how cheap it is. Just get you a copy of the United States Constitution. Only a few of y'all listen to me, but I bet in about a month or 2 months from now, you're going to wish you got it. Jada, what happened when I blasted all them social media news websites on Facebook and on the internet? I blasted them with with copies of the United States Constitution. Didn't even Joe Biden talk about that he got to go over to the Justice Department to make sure he's not violating the United States Constitution?
Yes, not only that, but then also some of the prices on the information about the Constitution had gone up. It just seemed like every time you have posted something, people are paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Because they look for persons such as yourself and other people who are paying attention. Because you're letting the people know, you're letting us as folk know, and you're letting the people know, hey, your rights are being violated. Hey, pay attention, open up your eyes, because next thing you know, you're going to be rounded up. Okay, you and your household, and you're going to be wondering what's going on. And the funny thing about it is if they're rounding people up in other countries like Germany and different places like that, just for you homeschooling, what wouldn't they do here? People are not thinking. People are not putting their thinking cap on. Oh, it can't happen here. Okay, if you think so. A lot of
Jada
stuff.
did not. I'm sorry, Jada.
No, go
Did
ahead.
not I post what was going on in France, Britain,
Come
the
on.
Netherlands, Australia, South Africa? Did not I post all of that on my Facebook page? And I
Yes, you
showed the
did.
people what was going on. Jada did not in the month of March. I don't remember if it was this year or last year. I posted United States soldiers marching in different states in America on American soil. Did
Yeah,
not I
that
post
was.
that video?
Yes, you did. You posted that video. It was actually last year. I always look at your page, so it was last year,
Mm-hmm.
March.
And I
So,
and I warned about the food shortage too, didn't I?
oh yeah, remember when everything had happened and people were actually saying, "Hey, this is what's going on. We haven't even gotten shipments in. It's been 3 weeks since we've gotten shipments in." So I hope people are really paying attention. Open up your eyes, people. What it looks like is really not what it looks like. Be
Exactly.
prepared.
They're presenting an illusion. That's
Yes,
exactly what's going on. That's the reason why they pulling all that food towards the front of the shelves.
exactly.
But if you pull out some of them food packages, the back of the shelf is going to be empty. I
Yes.
know what I'm talking about. I see it. Last month I was in ShopRite grocery store, and I'm over there in the bean aisle. I watched a man come in the aisle, and he wiped out a whole row of beans, and I knew instantly when I looked in that man's cart. I said, "He's a prepper.
Hmm.
He's a prepper." Remember I told you about that, Jada?
Oh yeah, that was crazy. But
Mm-hmm.
then I noticed, just Costco's been packed to the max. I've never seen so many people, and I'm paying attention, just looking around what people are getting, what people are buying, and it's just really interesting for those who are paying attention, what people pick up. You got to keep your eyes peeled. You got to keep your eyes open. It's true.
That's right. And see, these are the things. Jada and I, we've been warning you about these things. Jada will take my posts and sometimes she'll repost them on a page. But we
Hmm.
have been warning you in the black community about these things for months now.
Yeah.
For about 2 years that I've known Jada.
Hmm.
We've been warning you about this. We've been telling you. what I've been sharing with you guys, what y'all's been sharing with me. I've been sharing it inside of the Bible class we're doing, and Jada and I are literally watching it come to
Can,
pass.
can you also bring to the people's attention what you've also been posting about the water shortage? People are not paying attention to that either.
Oh yeah, I did warn about the water shortage that was going on in America. In the beginning of the year, I spoke that there was going to be a water shortage. I also too showed pictures on my Facebook page of the Hoover Dam
Mm,
and of the shortage of water that's in the Hoover Dam. I also too reported to you guys that America is now getting water imported to America from Ghana
mm.
because there is not enough water in the country.
So, mm,
I've showed you numerous pictures of water dam, water reservoirs in this country that are drying up.
yes,
Go
yes.
ahead, Jada.
Even in California, and when people even have done drilling in California and they'll hit a water aquifer, they'll hit a patch. It's saturated with poisons. People can't even use the water. Like large
Mm-hmm.
companies that are in like are using all of the water for their production or whatever. People have to wake up. So if anything else, I don't care if it's, and and people have to think also, why would you make rainwater illegal? It comes from the sky. You mean to
That's
tell
right.
me, I mean, you're gonna make it, are you serious? So what's really going on?
That's a Jada. That is a fabulous point you made. Why is rainwater illegal? Capturing rainwater. Why is that illegal now in certain states?
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
On.
But see, I'm gonna say this again. You see all of these things rolling out, and this is what I said on Kwame Brown's live, and I'm gonna say it again. I said y'all are late to the game because the Hebrew community has been warning Black America about this for years now.
Yeah.
Family, I'm gonna tell you right now, you better stop playing around. You better stop. You guys are acting right now just like they act in the days of Noah. You think that the storm isn't coming and it's moving in fast. Let me tell you, family, shared this with Jada a couple months ago. Couple months ago, I was sitting before Yah and I was crying on behalf of Israel and talking to Yah and everything. Laid down one night, went to sleep. Yah opened up my eyes while I was sleeping and I had a vision. And in the vision, I was a little boy and a little girl. And we was walking along the seashore, kind of like the seashores that you see up in New England with the lighthouse and the rocks along the seashore. And when I looked down at the water, Yah told me there's something in the water. And then we went around the side and down by where the sand is, and the little boy and little girl was laying down, and I was laying down too. And there was a like a lantern that was there, and the lantern was real bright. And the little boy, and as it started getting dark, the wind and everything started picking up. And the little boy woke up and he pointed towards the sea and he said, "Uh-oh." And he started getting scared. And Yah had me stand up and rebuke what was in the water in the name of King Yeshua. And Yah told me there's something circling the waters in America and it's looking to come on shore. And I told the Hebrew Israelite community when I posted it on my Facebook page, I said, y'all better pray.
That's right.
Y'all better pray
That's right.
because that was a warning. And you better take it seriously. And you better start getting ready. Let me tell you something, family. I sit up here and I'm watching these colonizer preppers, and they are talking, and the colonizer community in America, they are paying attention because they know what's up. I'm sitting up here, I'm watching colonizers buy land. They're not buying no house on the land. No, they're buying land and they're making sure that land is paid for, and then they're building their houses on the land. I'm watching it go down in real time. And they going up in the mountains. They not going to no places where you think they going. They going to the places where once wintertime come in there, hey, if you don't have your stuff together, you out of luck. Because it's too far. When the stuff go down, they're not going to be going all the way out there to look for them. They're not even going to be sending robots out there because they know that robots can't handle the terrain. You seen the videos of the robots, cops and the robot this and robot that? Once they put them out in the wilderness, the robot cheetah, once they put them out there in the forest, in the wilderness, what happens? They be falling over cliffs. They be falling over they be trying to go up the side of a mountain and they fall right over down to the bottom. They be getting stuck in between trees. The whole 9 yards. That's the reason why the colonizers are going out that far. Because they know what's up. Meanwhile, Black America, y'all busy playing around. You busy ordering a pair of Nike sneakers off of the internet. Or you busy trying to get your next Louis Vuitton pocketbook. When you could have took that money and you could have stored something. You could have bought a survival tool. You could have stored some food in your house. Or store some food in your secret location. Y'all better stop playing around. And I'm telling you something, Black America, you're about 3 years behind the ball. You're about 3 years behind the ball. And if they shut them grocery stores down tomorrow, y'all don't even, most of y'all don't even have a week's worth of food in your house. You became too dependent upon the grocery stores. Let me tell you something. One of the greatest tricks that the United States pulled on Black America was when they got you to give up what? Your homesteads. Because Black people owned a lot of land in America. And they were homesteading, which means that they were self-sufficient. They could take care of themselves and do for themselves. And there was no grocery store. There was the general store, but there was no grocery store. The first grocery store opened up in Tennessee in 1955 or 56. And from that point going forward, people started selling off their land, selling off their land, selling off their land. Black people, you don't have to have a house sitting upon a whole bunch of land, but you better get you some land. And you better get it now. Because when the stuff go down, you're going to wish you had it. You're going to wish you had it. And I'm telling you now, I'm serving you notice now. When it do go down, the only people I'm taking care of is the people that y'all send my way. And y'all give me the witness. Yeah, give them this, give them that. If y'all don't give me no witness to give you anything, you out of luck. Because you know what? You were so selfish to think that you can live off of somebody else who has been obeying the mighty one of Israel and doing what the mighty one of Israel told him to do in preparing. And you being selfish at the last minute. You've been spending your money, not saving anything, relying upon somebody else to care for you. And at the last minute, oh, I can go to Jada house. I know Jada got stuff. No, it ain't going down like that. Because see, Jada was obedient. And she prepared. And y'all's going to put it in Jada's heart. Don't give it to this person. Don't give it to that person. You know what I'm saying? If you think that you're going to forcibly take something, you got another thing coming. Because I'm telling you now, my brother Dreadlock Will, he don't play. He don't play. And you're not going to run up in his house thinking you're going to do something. You're not going to run up in my house thinking you're going to do something. We have always been told, when you read the scriptures, we've always seen it in the scriptures, where Israel prepared. Yah prepared Israel. We've always seen that in the scriptures. Whether if it was a food shortage going on or if Israel was going into battle, Yah always prepared Israel. Why do you think anything is different now? Why do you think anything is different now? Last month when I was sitting before y'all and I was crying before y'all and all this stuff was going on in my family, you know, I thought more about Israel than I did my own family. Because I'm so concerned about you, Israel. And I'm going to tell you what Yah said. The mighty one of Israel said, only a remnant. Only a remnant. See, we go around thinking that every Israelite going to be saved. But Yah gave me correction. And Yah said, only a remnant. And the Most High Yah means it. Only a remnant. And I'm talking to Israel right now. Awakened Israel. I'm talking to you right now. You better get it right. And like Jada say, you better get it right and you better get it tight before Yah right now. You better get out your feelings and get into Yah. And follow what the Holy Spirit tells you, the Ruach HaKodesh tells you to do. Because that's the only way you're going to make it to the end. You better sharpen your relationship that you have with Yah so that when the Holy Spirit speaks to you, you moving. Because we get into the point in time where you better listen carefully to hear what the Holy Spirit's going to say, because it just might save your life. We get into that point in time, family. This ain't no game. And to you, unawakened Hebrews in America, who call yourself African Americans, you got the name of 2 continents. Ain't that something, Jada? You done named yourself after 2 continents.
Yes.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
But let me tell you something. I see you. Now you're panicking all over YouTube now. Jada, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I heard the lady earlier this morning, and I heard them live on Kwame Brown video this afternoon, and I said, y'all late to the game. They all late.
And the money that they did get from stimulus, like you said, they lined up for LeBron James new sneakers and everybody else. You spending $200 and dropping $300. That could have did something in your household right there. We don't think ahead of time, but we have other groups of people who always think ahead of time. We always gotta think ahead. How do you think other people made it? How do you think our forefathers made it? They thought ahead of time.
Tell them, Jada, wake them up. Go ahead, Jada.
I mean, you have to use your common sense. If you are thinking in the now, that's a problem. Your mind is asleep. But if you think about, okay, I have 3 children, let me think about 2 years from now, a year from now, 6 months, however it may be. You have to pray and say, okay, what do I do now? It's not about the now. It's about thinking ahead, because these people have thought way ahead. So we have to think ahead and make sure we're grounded in the Most High Yah, and make sure we're grounded in Yahushua HaMashiach and listening to the Ruach HaKodesh. Anything outside of that, oh, you messed up. You jacked. Period.
That's right. That's right, Jada. That's right.
And that's how it goes. And we have to be paying attention, looking on your page and looking at other, Hebrews who are doing what they're supposed to do. We have to follow suit. And if you have a good leader, follow them. Don't do your own thing. Why would you do something else when you have someone who's saying, hey, do this, make sure you do that? You mimic what others who are in a leadership position, who are in right standing with Yah, doing the right thing, you mimic them. But if anybody's out of order, man, you better go the other way and get on your knees and say, okay, Yah, what do you need for me to do according to your word?
Let me tell you something, Jada. And I don't talk to you about this before. A lot of these people, right? They've been donating canned goods and donating, various items and stuff like that. Talking about these leaders out here talking about something, we're going to storm up for when the stuff hits the fan. You know what's going to happen? When the stuff do hit the fan, you're gonna call their phone and you're going to get their answering service.
Wow, that's terrible.
Please leave a message. And you know what? That message ain't never going to get answered. You're going to send a text message and you're not going to get no response. You know what? They're going to have all your canned goods.
Wow.
And they going to be off in the woods or in the desert with your groceries. They're going to be eating your oodles and noodles.
Because of your disobedience.
Exactly. Why would you trust someone with the food supply for you and your children?
Right. That's
Come
correct.
on, family. Come on now. You got to get smarter than that.
Right.
No. You. Jada. There's so many things I can say right now, Jada.
I know.
And I'm trying to say, it's family. If you knew how much I love you, how much I care about you, Black community in America, and how far behind the ball you are right now in prepping. If you only understood it, you would get serious about it. Now, Jada just gave you a real life testimony of her husband, who I call Brother Dreadlock Will, him delivering parts because people getting their cars fixed. Do you really think that's a coincidence that a well known colonizer prepper went up on YouTube 3 weeks ago, made a statement about various things, and all of a sudden, here come all these cars coming in to get fixed? They know that man is credible. They know that man know what he's talking about. That man done moved from being a prepper to a survivalist. And that's why people listening. And I hope that this short little quick video wakes y'all up. And y'all start listening too. And start prepping. Because that grocery store that you see today is not going to be there tomorrow. I told y'all in the beginning of the year that Joe Biden was going to bring the pain. And they doing all types of stuff behind closed doors that we don't know about. Well, some of us know about it. But most of y'all don't know about it because you won't take the time to do the research even to save your own life. Jay, do you have anything else you want to say?
No, that's basically it. We just have to stay in prayer and stay in our word. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Family, I'm going to say something. I'm very passionate about what I say, and I'm very strong in what I say. And if you knew my family background, you would know why I speak the way I speak. This is normal for me. It may be too strong for some of y'all, but this is normal for me. All right? So if I sound a little strong spoken, hey, that's me, and I'm not changing for nobody else. I'm not changing for you to suit your narrative. I won't be who y'all called me to be, and I'm going to do what y'all tells me to do. I'm not cookies and cream, and I ain't never tried to pretend like I am cookies and cream and soft spoken. That's not me. I got to be me. And Jada got to be Jada. And power to the dreadlock, he got to be power to the dreadlock. so, so on that note, we always talk about brother, even when brother not here. We got to give brother the honor that's due to him. So shout out to you, brother Will. Power to the dreadlock. And that's it. That's all we want to say. I'm very passionate about you family. I love my family. I love my Hebrew family, whether awakened or asleep. I love you guys. And I'm very concerned about the state of Hebrews in America because y'all playing around and times is getting serious. And you know what? Just like the prophet said to Elijah, I see rain. I see a little cloud. I see a little cloud. And that cloud held that rain.
Mm.
And just like in the times of Noah, they played around. They went to ancient clubs. They was out there twerking, doing all types of crazy stuff. Ain't nothing new under the sun. You think you just invented twerking? No, they was twerking back in the times of Noah. Everything everything that you see going on now was going on back in the times of Noah. It's getting ready to rain, family. Are you prepared? It's getting ready to rain, family. Are you prepared? Shalom, family. Have a good evening.
Shalom.